Hey there, Cars fans, and welcome to another exciting episode of Bumper to Bumper, the only show where your favorite characters from the world of cars go head-to-head with their real-life counterparts. I'm your host, Langston, and we have a tasty matchup for you today. The fun, lovable tow truck Tomater is going up against his greatest rival yet, Tomaters. I'm joined today by two very different Tomater experts. Each will show off their knowledge to determine which is superior, Tomater or Tomaters. Let's get truckin'. Representing Tomater, we have Pixar Cars creative director, Jay Ward. Welcome, Jay.
Thank you. Glad to be back again. Quick question, though. Did you say Tomaters, like tomatoes? Are you comparing Mater with tomatoes? It kind of seems like a strange comparison.
Well, let's just see what our next expert has to say about that. Representing actual Tomaters, my good friend and amateur farmer, Taj.
As the old saying goes, Tomater, Tomater.
I think you mean tomato, right?
I sure don't, Jay.
All right, you two. Break it up. Come on. Save the fascinating facts for the show. So, anyway, here's how this is going to work. There will be 5 rounds where each of you will have a chance to share one fact. I'll be moderating this discussion, and at the end of each round, I'll be awarding a point to the coolest, most awesome, unbelievable fact.
I thought this was just for fun. You're keeping points? This is really unnecessary.
Well, let me tell you something, Jay. You are never going to win with that attitude. Anyways, Tosh, you ready?
I'm as fired up as a roasted tomato. Let's do this.
Round 1. All right, Jay, hit us with the fact.
All right, here's one for you. You probably know Mater by his rusty brown paint job. But did you know that underneath that rust a long time ago, Mater's factory original paint is actually a beautiful baby blue? You'll see it if you look at the flashback sequence in the first Cars film.
Very interesting. Taj, what do you reckon?
Just one color? Pfft, that fact is as dull as ditch water compared to tomatoes. They can come in a variety of colors, including yellow, pink, purple, black, and even white. Supermarkets tend to carry the red ones, but your local farmer's market might just have a variety of colors.
Amazing! That tomato fact really grew on me. That's a point for Taj.
Yeehaw!
Round 2. All right, Jay, show me what you got.
Well, how about this one? Do you know how old Mater is? Well, he's older than you might think. If you watch the Cars 2 end credits, it actually shows his passport. And there's a birth date on there of January 12th, 1957. So a little bit older than you might think. Pretty old for a tow truck.
He might be old for a tow truck, but nowhere as old as a tomato. Historians have traced the origins of tomatoes all the way back to the early Aztecs around 700 AD. That's really old. Heck, even ketchup was invented more than 200 years ago. Pfft, crazy!
Now that's a juicy fact. Point for Taj again. All right, Jay, you're towing the line of not having enough points. So make your next fact blow me away.
Look, I said I'm just here for fun, not competition, but here we go. Did you know that Mater the character was inspired by a real-life person that the Cars crew met on a research trip to North Carolina at a race? Turns out there was a guy who was a really funny, big racing fan, nice character, and he went by the nickname of Mater. So he actually sort of inspired the name for the character and a little bit of the personality of the character for Mater.
Want to hear about some real inspiration? Let's talk pizza. Tomatoes have inspired the world of pizza in the most delicious of ways. In fact, probably the most famous pizza of them all, the margarita pizza, was first created for Queen Margarita in 1889, which used only tomatoes, basil, and mozzarella. She loved it, and the rest is history.
What a tasty fact. I'm gonna have to sling another point Taj's way.
We're still comparing tomatoes with Mater the tow truck, right? Okay.
All right, Jay, there's really no way for you to catch up on points. But what other facts do you have for us?
All right, I've got one for you. How about this? If you add up all the different looks that Mater's had from all the Cars films and all the tunes, he's had over 45 unique looks. That's a lot of variety.
Hey, no, that's not bad, it's not bad. But here's some real variety for you. There are more than 15,000 known varieties of tomato currently being grown globally. You heard that right, 15,000! That means you could eat a different variety of tomato every day for more than 40 years.
That's a lot of tomatoes and a lot of points for Taj. All right, Jay, time for one more fact. Let's see what you got.
I can't believe I'm still doing this. Okay, how about this one? Mater loves adventure. Did you know he's been all over the world? He's been to England, Italy, Japan. He even went to space once.
You know what else has been to space? I'll give you a hint. It's tomatoes. That's right, tomatoes have been to outer space. 600,000 tomato seeds went to the International Space Station before being grown in classrooms all over Canada as part of what was called the Tomatosphere experiments. These experiments were done to help understand the effect of outer space on seed growth and development.
Tomater, in fact, that fact was awesome. Tosh, you crushed this competition like a can of crushed tomatoes.
I cannot believe we are comparing all these facts to Mater. I don't even like tomatoes. But that was a pretty interesting fact.
Totally. Anyways, congratulations on your big win today, Tosh.
I'll savor this victory like a delicious bowl of tomato soup.
And a special thanks to Jay Ward for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you all so much for joining us today, and I'll see you all next time on Bumper to Bumper.
Bye-bye.